Hello everyone and welcome to episode 121 of the WMMA 5 series here on the channel as it is Pride FC, Pride 43 March Massacre, as it is hopefully a very good show, and we'll go through the mail real quick before we run the show. As it's 35 pieces of mail, we have a lot to go through. As Dong Kim extended him, Yves Edwards has left Jackson submission fighting, Joe Hurley has joined Thug Jitsu. So Wes Sims broke his ankle during training, is not going to be able to compete at Pride FC Worldwide 27 against Brett Rogers. And Czech Congo offered to replace him, and that's actually a better fight, so we're going to go with that. We signed Todd Duffy. He's been in rings for the past couple of fights. He just beat Wes Shivers. He, so far, has been kind of dominant in rings for sure, and I think it's time to give him a guy here in Pride FC, Roy McDonald, who's been tremendous in rings, 5-0. Just beat Antonio McKee, which is a pretty solid name to beat down there in rings, and we'll see what he can do here. Welterweight, 19 years old. Of course, we'd love to have the Robbie Lawler fight. We'll see what happens though with that. Rampage is demanding a fight with Jeremy Horn. Jeremy Horn is basically at the end of his ropes. I mean, he's 33, he's 8-11, he's lost 3 straight now. He just got knocked out by Scott Smith 2 in 12 seconds, so it's probably going to be a while before we can even do that fight, but it's a fight Rampage wants. I don't think he's really going to get that, though, to be honest. As we extended Cain Velasquez, Roman Savachka, Chuck Liddell, Rich Franklin, Butterbean. We actually let him go, and the UFC signed him up. So we'll see how he does in the UFC. Just someone who's 4-7, who's 42 years old, and is just, even though his fights are fantastic. Listen, the Dan Computer fight was great. The Kembo Slice was fun. Like, they're just weird kind of fights like that. Sure, it's fun for the gag of it all, but we need, like, an actual, like, MMA guy, not a former boxer, heavyweight boxer. But, it is what it is. I think he'll have probably another fight, and that'll probably be it. Anyways, as Tim Kennedy got extended, Aaron Tuffill got extended, so did Kenny Florian. Angela Magna she left Arizona Combat Sport. We extended Rafael Dos Anjos, Shinya Aoki, Nate Corey, Jake Ellenberg, Diego Sanchez. That shouldn't be in there anyways, as it's just Daewon Kim extending an MFC contract. We re-signed Dong-Sik Yoon, who's going to be in ring, so that shouldn't have been there either, as we have to send him down. He's still scheduled to fight Charles Sena, but he'll be sent down anyways after win or loss. Stefan Bonner has joined Team Link after leaving Death Clutch Gym. Jinyoki's joined Cobra Kai Dojo after leaving Presta. We extended Yves Edwards. We signed Ross Pearson. He's going to be in the lightweight division, 2-0 so far, from Sunderland. We'll probably send him down the rings. We probably should on that one. As Ronaldo Sapral got extended, we signed Emi Fujino for the women's division. So we also signed Anna Michelle Tavares and Jan Finney, and we forgot to turn that off as well, or delete that rather. Let's get on with the March 43rd, or the Pride 43 March Massacre show. Is John Alessio, Damian Maia, our main event. Tara La Rosa, Kelly Cobalt Schmitz, our co-main. Dennis Allman looking to bounce back and beat Diago Alvez there, and then Alice taking on Keith Jardine, as Tony Ferguson looking to take on Mitsuhiro Ishida, as looking to get a huge win there in the lightweight division. And Brock Lesnar and Shane Carwin, two gorillas of human beings. Of course, one of the all-time, as far as heavyweight fights in UFC history, Brock Lesnar, Shane Carwin kicking off this pay-per-view. I mean, that's awesome. That's going to be a lot of fun to see. Then Vinny Marzellis taking on Ronaldo Sabral, and then Michelle Lude taking on Caitlin Young on the prelim. As John Alessio and Damian Maia, the natural John Alessio. I mean, this is, if John Alessio wins, this will be his second reign. Of course, Damian Maia looking to make his first defense of his welterweight title. Third time that Alessio's made him in a Pride event. Second time for Damian Maia. Both fighters are world-ranked middleweights. Alessio ranked first. Damian Maia 6th. Alessio 7-0 on the Black Cat staff picks. It's Tara La Rosa, Kelly Machine Gun, Cobalt Schmitz is two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. As Tara La Rosa is ranked 2nd, Cobalt Schmitz ranked 3rd. Cobalt Schmitz has finished 3 of our last 5 opponents. First time they have fought, Cabal Schmitz has a 5-inch reach advantage. Tara La Rosa 1-1 in Pride of C. She lost to Shayna Baszler, looking to bounce back and get a win here tonight. As for Kelly Cabal-Schmitz, 0-1 loss, though, to Erin Tuffhill. So, both girls have lost to some tough-ass opponents. We'll see how they do here. Pretty close. Yeah, I would probably give the edge to Kelly Cabal-Schmitz if it was me. She's the 5-inch reach advantage. I think she fought a tougher opponent as well. That's going to be a hell of a fight, though. I mean, that's two of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, and I think they really are two of the best in the women's division right now. That's going to be a lot of fun. Superman, Dennis Allman, taking on Diago, Pitbull, Alvez. Diago Alvez won 3 of his last 5 fights by knockout. Dennis Allman, 6th in the rankings of welterweight in Pride FC. Diago Alvez, 15th. Alvez, last loss back in January of 2005. What a run this man has been on. First time they have fought, Alvez will have a significant weight advantage. He does have the workout staff picks advantage as well. Dennis Allman has kind of ran into a brick wall, it seems like, because Diago Alvez is a savage, first of all. He hasn't fought anybody huge, though. Like, Elijah Harshberger, he was 7th when they fought, which he shouldn't even been 7th. He was definitely, like, an outside, like, the 15 guy. So he hasn't really fought, like, a top 15 guy. He's fought Luis Santos, and he's beat Luis Santos, which is pretty crazy to think. So you could see that the skill set is there. He has not lost, of course, since January 2005, and that was a split decision loss to Jake Shields. That was back when we had only 2 rounds, too. The guy only knows what could have happened, but, I mean, this is going to be a dogfight for sure. Because Dennis Allman, 14-6. You know, he just lost to Luis Santos not once but twice, obviously his last losses. And then he also has lost to John Alessio when he was the welterweight champion of the world. But a guy who, it took 3 chances, rather, to get that welterweight title. He finally got it and held it on to that belt for almost 2 years, as from March to October of 2007. We'll see what happens. I think he's had a lot of fights, though. It's crazy to think, like, he's fought, you know, multiple times a year since, I mean, hell, look at 2004. So many fights thanks to the Grand Prix and the welterweight Grand Prix. Man, I mean, he's had a hell of a fight schedule. Having a big fight there against Diago Alvez. I mean, this is a perfect opportunity for him. As the Dean of Mean, Keith Jardine, looking to take on Alice. He says Alice is, he trains at Budokan Luta Livre. Jardine's finished 3 of his last 5 opponents. As Jardine has a record of 0-1 against other members of the Budokan Luta Livre team. Alice is ranked 16th. Jardine, 23rd. Alice is up 6-1 on the Bloodgrass staff picks. Keith Jardine has 1 backer and Stu. I mean, I love Keith Jardine. 15-5, 10-4 as a whole. On a 3-fight win streak against Krzysztof Zazinski, Tim Kennedy, and Ricardo Arona, all by TKOs. And I think he's someone to definitely watch out for. I mean, Melvin Manhoef's a savage. Rampage is a savage. He got the win over Kennedy, you know, avenged win over Kennedy, and that was by split decision. Also lost by split decision, too. I mean, when you think about it, it's crazy to think he's only been knocked out twice, and the other 3 losses were by split decision. He's only really been finished twice his entire career, and it's to Rampage and to Melvin Manhoef, 2 absolute savages in there. And this is going to be a hell of a fight, though. I'm backing the Dean of Mean, Keith Jardine. Personally, we'll see. As Tony Okukui Ferguson taking on the Endless Warrior, Zero Ishida. Or Mitsuhiro Ishida as El Kukui. He's the fucking boogeyman for a reason. He's got a 9-inch reach advantage. Even though he's the underdog, I'm backing Tony Ferguson here. I think for a guy who is this talented, he's only had 1 fight, and it was Melvin Gillard a year ago. To think he's going to have a guy in Mitsuhiro Ishida who is 14-4, the 11th lightweight in the world, and I think he's got a really good shot. He just lost to Jose Aldo by leg kicks in the first round of his last fight. So he's getting another absolute savage in there against Tony Ferguson. And I'm going Tony Ferguson. 9-inch reach advantage, that's such a great advantage to have. I think he's going to be a problem for Mitsuhiro Ishida. We'll see, though. It's Brock Lesnar and Shane Carwin to kick off this pay-per-view. I'm so excited, man. Brock Lesnar, Shane Carwin. It's going to be a lot of fun. Shane Carwin coming in with a 3-1 record. Lost to Daniel Puder. Just by rear naked choke, of course, in his debut. He just knocked out Tom Erickson at the Beast of the East show, the show that, of course, Brock main evented, which Brock and Bob Zapp, of course. Or no, that was Brock and Takayama, excuse me. Then it was the Brock-Bob Zapp fight at Shockwave. And most of his finishes came in the second. We'll see what happens. All of them have been in the second round. But we'll see what happens with Don Fry. Coming off the Don Fry win, at least Don Fry was ranked. Shane Carwin, of course, isn't ranked, but these guys are just two gorilla human beings, and what a better way to kick off a pay-per-view, I think, than that. It's Vinny Marsalis and Ronaldo Sobral. This is Vinny's debut. He's been waiting a long time for this. 6-inch reach advantage does Vinny have. He's literally been signed since 2008. Been waiting a year for it. He gets it here against Ronaldo Sobral, who is a very, very talented guy. I mean, the thing, Ronaldo Sobral, he's been a part of some big-time cards, and he's gotten some big-time wins over the years. He's beaten Jeremy Horn. He's beaten Carlos Newton. He's beaten, you've seen, Jardine. He's beaten Vanderlei Silva. He's beaten some big names over time. He's fought a lot of tough guys. He's, right now, definitely towards, when you think of his last 6 fights, he's won 2 of them. Not a great percentage there. We'll see what happens. He's fought some savages, though, for sure, though. I mean, Dan Henderson, Murillo, Vitor, Scott Smith, Vanderlei, Forrest Griffin. He's fought some of the best, for sure. Fought Vitor, not once but twice. Lost both times, too. And, yeah, it's just, this should be a pretty fun fight, though. And to think that Vinny's the favorite, it really shows you how talented he is. And Michelle Thundercat taking on Caitlin Young, as Michelle has the advantage. Has finished 4 of her last 5 opponents. Caitlin Young is coming in with a win over Kim Couture at Pride 42, Fight of a Champion. She knocked her out. Michelle is coming in off of a loss against Yoko Takahashi at Pride 41 Girl Power. So it's tough, obviously, with these female fighters because they've only really fought like local girls. And Michelle has the advantage, which I would probably have to side with Caitlin Young, but it's tough, really, to gauge. It's just kind of a guessing game at this point, really. But we 4-0, 5-1, minus 110, plus 100 Westside Fight Team for Caitlin Young, Thug Jitsu for Michelle, Muay Thai background, kickboxing background for Caitlin Young. Caitlin a little taller, but it didn't really look like the reach difference was there. Taking new moves, referee, ringside judges, as they weighed in the same yesterday, but Michelle's clearly got significant weight advantage now. Round 1 begins, they come together and touch gloves. Young can't hit the right cross, the right hook's blocked from Michelle. They meet in the center and start to strike. There's a right hand that misses from Michelle, and a counter jab, and a spinning kick to the body from Caitlin Young there. They meet in the center, as Michelle misses with the right hook. Here comes a counter again, as it's left jab, and the right hand that narrowly fails to connect from Caitlin Young. They step in and strike. Spin kick from Caitlin Young, then Michelle with the left jab has the right hand absorbed on the glove. Exchange again. Scores the jab, misses the right hook. There's a left jab and a left roundhouse kick to the body. So Caitlin Young, she's throwing a lot of kicks. She's throwing a lot of jabs. Hasn't really landed that big shot yet, but she's levels to it. As Michelle with the jab misses the right hand. There's another jab and a left kick to the body. Countering with the right hand with a quick jab and a quick kick as well. Caitlin Young really showing her kickboxing background here. This has been tremendous. Michelle's off target with a left jab, also has a right hand block. Slipping past the right hook, does Young, comes in with a jab and a right cross. There's a gash underneath the eye of Michelle. Left jab and another left kick to the rib cage. Young's starting to blow up a little bit. They stand and trade. Nothing really comes of it. Halfway point in the first now. There's the big right hand that misses. Here comes the counter with a jab and a right hook. Left kick to the body now. There's a 1-2 from Michelle. Meet in the center. Jab and a spin kick from Michelle. There's a great right hook. Or rather, Young with the spin kick and the jab, and then the great right hook from Michelle. Michelle now starting to slow down. Dodging the right hand, counterattacks with a jab and a right cross. As now we're going to stop for the pause. Pause the fight. Stop. Check on the bleeding here. Yeah, not too much of a problem now as they restart it with 2:40 left. They engage. Young misses the hook. There's the left jab and also misses the right hand. As they engage now, misses on the right cross. Here comes the counter. Young with a quick jab and a nice right hook. Another counter from Young as she attacks with a low kick. Michelle just keeps on missing with the big right hands, and Young just keeps on going for the rib cage. Young now is pulled into a clinch with a minute left, trying to use her wrestling skills. Michelle's trying to push her up against the rope. She does so. Now this is where she's going to use that Muay Thai background to try to get the Muay Thai clinch in and try to get some elbows and knees. And there's a elbow right to the face there. Knee strike just inside her own thigh. And that's the end of the round. I mean, that's a great ender for Michelle, but definitely Caitlin Young, I think, had the better round for sure. And great job. We'll see what she does going forward, as she looks to be pretty tired. So is Michelle, but if Michelle's able to get her back into a Muay Thai clinch, this is going to be bad news for Caitlin Young. Young slipping past the right hook. Here's a jab and a left kick to the body. As there, she's getting pulled into the clinch. Left jab, and the right hand absorbing on the gloves. There's a left jab and a good right hand from Young. Yeah, now they just shattered into a clinch. Michelle's got her, trying to get her up against the ropes. There's a knee strike to the thigh. And there's a knee strike to the ribs now. Quick elbow. As there's a knee strike to the thigh. There's a knee strike to the stomach now. Quick elbow strike again. And there's a large gash now above the eye. Knee strikes to the ribs. Yeah, now the referee's going to separate them. Minute left. We'll see what happens. Young slipping past the right hook, and there's a leg kick. There's a right cross, a right hand that misses, rather, and Young counters with a left cross. Slipping past the right hook, and there's a clean right hand to end out the round. Man, it's tough because Caitlin, she's doing a great job there. I would have said she probably won the round, but she did get cut. That is a tough one because it's pretty close. Pretty close. I'd have to like to see what the third round is. If Caitlin wins that round, I'd give it to her, the fight. If it's coming down to another Michelle win of that round, that's going to be an interesting decision. But, that looked like a nasty cut. It sounded like it was a nasty cut, as the cut man trying to stop the bleeding now. Final round. Michelle comes in with the right hand. Here comes the great right hook from Young off the counters. Yeah, Michelle's getting outstruck for sure. As there's a jab and a quick kick with the lead leg. There's a jab, but misses the right hook. Another right hook. It's kind of with a quick left jab and a left to the body. As doesn't connect with the left jab, it also misses the roundhouse kick to the body as well. And they're just kind of whiffing now. They fall into a clinch. This is going to definitely favor Michelle. And she's got her pinned up against the ropes. There's another quick elbow. Knee strike to the stomach, sharp stomp there. Knee strike to the ribs, knee strike to the thigh, now the side of the ribs. Again with a hard stomp. Minute left now. Young using her wrestling skills to prevent from attacking now. Looking for an elbow, but Young again using her wrestling to prevent that. Separate them with 20 seconds left as Michelle gets countered with a quick left jab and a body kick that misses. Yeah, Michelle's basically shattered there as Young prevents the knee strike. That's going to be an interesting one. We'll see what the judges think. I think that's the right decision overall. Very good fight, though. Caitlin Young had a great game plan. Michelle just couldn't really do anything. 5-2, 5-0 for Caitlin Young. It's a good fight. Good fight for sure. Giving thanks to Caitlin Young. Praise her team at Westside Fight Team, a very responsible and famous sport. Praises Michelle for her skill and toughness. Randy Marzelis. Ronaldo Brawl. 3-0, 19-10, both from Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. 6'3", 205, 6'1", 205. The younger, stronger, probably better. If you're looking at the betting lines, minus 260 for Vinny. Damian Maia Jiu-Jitsu, Budokan Luta Livre. We'll see what happens. Hideki Nuguma was the referee. Ringside judges, here we go. They touch gloves. Quick punch, doesn't land. Jab is wide, then hits him with a straight right. And there's a nasty cut above the eye there. There's a left jab and a right hand from Zabral. Vinny looking for the takedown. He's got it. Starting to work past it. It's a scramble, though. And he gives up his back, though. Oh, no. Got both hooks in. Well, that's all she wrote. Oh, no. Sabral defending that well. That's crazy. Looking for it again. And she's got it that time. Man, that's crazy. I thought, Ronaldo Sabral was going to have... He had a great round. Opened him up. But then Vinny with the takedown. It looked like even Sabral was ready for it. Went for the scramble. Gave up his back. It's all she wrote. 4-0 for Vinny Marzelis. What a big debut. 19-11 for Ronaldo Sabral. He's probably going to go down the rings here. Because, sure, he did beat Benji Radish. But if you take away that split decision win, he's lost 4 out of his last 5. Probably safe to say he's done. At least in Pride FC. Safe to say. So Vinny Marzelis thanks everyone connected to Damian Maia Jiu-Jitsu for helping prepare for the fight and the sponsor supporting him financially. So very happy to have won his Pride debut and is very happy to be here. Our opener of the main card, Brock Lesnar, Shane Carwin in another world. It's a main event here. The 3-1 Brock Lesnar and Shane Carwin are gonna battle it out. Two wrestlers, but Shane Carwin with a boxing background. Death Clutch Gym, of course, for Brock. Team Korean for Shane Carwin. -110, -120. This is gonna be awesome. Diago was a referee. Ringside judges. Here we go. They touch gloves. They come together in a clinch. Carwin's got the better of it. Looking for. Can't keep him around, so he's being pushed around now. As Lesnar's looking to get him up against the ropes, he does so. He's trying to maintain it, but Carwin again is out of trouble, and now he's got back control. There's a nice short uppercut. Looking for the stomp, but Lesnar takes control again. Another reversal, so Carwin's back in it. In control, referee's going to separate him. Carwin comes in again, fails to find him his jab, and then hits Lesnar with beauty of a straight right. Carwin's starting to slow down. Can't connect with the jab. There's a big right hand. Can't connect with the setup jab again. There's another big right hand. There's a cut now. Lesnar gets a dominant position in it. He's got him up against the ropes again. But Carwin keeps on countering. Great stuff. Oh, no, never mind. He went for the counter. But Lesnar slowing him down by just putting all of his weight on him. Yeah, I mean, that's just a heavy dude. Big fucking guy there. Next 30 seconds, sees each other hitting each other sharp punches from the position. There's a vicious foot stomp. Trying to maintain control. But Carwin turns him, so now Lesnar's back against the ropes again. Trying to do some dirty boxing, but Lesnar using his wrestling to nullify that. Shane Carwin, just the cardio is not there. For sure. As he's trying to do some dirty boxing, but Lesnar again wrestles his way out of it. Lesnar again just keeping him up against the ropes. Short punch to the body and the side of the head. Eki Naguma's going to restart him again. Lesnar's starting to slow down now. As wow, I mean, he's feeling confident enough to grapple with him, even though he's going to get hit with another beautiful straight right. Going to check on the cut. Not going to be a problem. Fight comes back. And it looks like about to see Lesnar again trying to grapple, but Carwin takes the initiative. And there's a stunning right hook to from Shane Carwin, who knocks out Brock Lesnar. So it's very eerie that Shane Carwin did drop him in the real fight, of course, in the first round, but Brock survives it. This time around, he does not survive it. He gets floored, and that will make Brock's first loss 3-1, 4-1 for Shane Carwin, though. I guess that means we got to have Brock Lesnar and Daniel Puder. That's the only thing that this means from that fight. Shane Carwin gives a name check to everyone at Team Korean. Obviously, their sponsors, all of its friends, favorite supporters. Praises Lesnar for the tough fight as El Kukui, the boogeyman himself, Tony Ferguson, the Endless Warrior, Mitsuhiro Shida. Poor Brock, even in the background, he fucking gets destroyed as Tony Ferguson, Ventura, California, 25 years old, 5'11", 161. The underdog, but I would say he's a slight underdog for sure. Plus 100 to minus 110, which is insane to think about when you think of a guy who was 1-0, taking on a 14-4 top 15 lightweight in the world. That's insane. As Yozo's our referee, ringside judges. Shida, being from a home crowd too, gets a loud cheer. They begin. Ferguson not touching gloves. That's going to already drawing some heat. Ishida looking to get to the takedown. Ferguson's not letting that happen. So Ishida's trying to get him up against the ropes, and that's not happening either. Ferguson gets out of it. Ishida looking for it again. You're not taking down Tony Ferguson. Not happening. Ishida using his position to drive Ferguson up against the ropes. Ferguson's ready. He's pressed up against the ropes now. He's held there. Exchange close quarter punches. He's got him this time. Big takedowns, got side control. Ferguson's trying to pull guard on Ishida, but doesn't get in with the attempt. Ishida's slowing things down. Claire just trying to catch his breath now. Ferguson's trying to transition. The guard can't manage it. Ishida looking to mount. And but Ferguson avoids it. Here comes the scramble. He's back on those feet, so he drives Ishida back up against the ropes. Ishida again looking for the takedown. Doesn't happen. Ferguson instead wrestling his way to controlling the grapple. Dirty box each other. As now Ishida again looking for another takedown. Not happening. Ishida looking for it again. Not happening. My God, as he just keeps on throwing takedowns at him. As Ferguson's down control, but Ishida's using his wrestling to prevent anything from happening. He does it there, and the referee restarts him now. As Ferguson's starting to talk some trash. Fails to land any strikes, and ended with a combo kick with a slithering leg kick, and Ishida was ready for it and caught it. Again, Ferguson pulls his leg out of it. Ishida looking for he's got the takedown. As he gonna slip, time's gonna be slipping away, man. That's a bummer. It's an absolute bummer here, as Ishida just gonna lay and pray on a fucking 1-0 prospect. Ferguson's just gonna keep him on the. Yeah, it's just what can you do? That sucks. Hopefully Ferguson's able to start off hot in the second. Sheet appeared to be going to try to get in close, but Ferguson took the initiative. There's a left hand, but misses the big right hand. Can't connect with the sub, strikes, but then catches Ishida with a low kick to the front leg. Ishida's able to get a hold of him, stops the takedown again. Ferguson's got the sweep, and he's got him down to the mat, clinging very tight to a couple of short strikes, clearly just minimizing this threat of a submission. Trying to pass guard, gets side control, can't get past it. Ishida looking for the arm, gets stopped. Again, very wary of the armbar from the bottom. Ferguson keeps blocking it. There's a nice jab and a nice right hand. Ishida comes in, preparing to take a few shots, gets close up to grapple. There's a nice jab and a roundhouse kick to the body from Ferguson. Doesn't trouble his opponent, combination in with a body kick. Trying to wrestle him against ropes, he does so. Don't get that takedown. Oh, thank God Ferguson stops it. So he won that round. Tony Ferguson did for sure. But he needs a big round in the third for sure. We'll see what happens. I can see a shot from Ishida, but Ferguson was more aggressive. Fails to land on any attempts with a combination with a head kick. That was a punch, but again was avoided. Looking for the takedown, can't get him down. Keeps on looking forward, trying to get him up against the ropes now. He's got him up against the ropes. Couple punches to the body inside the head, looking for the takedown. He's got the takedown. Looking for a sweep, that's not happening. He's just going to keep him there for the rest of the round. That fucking sucks, as, yeah, Ishida's going to win. Bummer. Absolute bummer. Fucking El Kukui gets robbed because his opponent's a pussy. Has 3 for 13 on takedowns. He just laid and prayed in the third. Bummer. Absolute bummer. He thanks everyone connected. Crazy B is having a rare for the fight and his sponsors supporting him financially. Sheeta says a tough fight, gives a share of respect to his opponent, Tony Ferguson. Talise taking on the Dean of Mean, Keith Jardine. 14-4, 15-5. I mean, that's crazy. Talise, a minus 300 favorite. I'd say it's a little closer than that, but what do I know? Gaido Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Budokan Luta Libre. No team for Keith Jardine. That might be the problem for this one. Technique moves, a referee, ringside judges, round 1. Can't connect to the sub strikes and hits the crunching spin kick over the ribs. Fails to land on these strikes with a combo and then with a head kick. Talise coming in now, looking for it as a jab lands, but Talise evades the big right. Left jab from Jardine, doesn't hit the leg kick. Jabs wide, then hits another leg kick. 1-2 from Jardine, but Talise misses, avoids him rather, and then grabs him in the clinch looking for the trip. That gets stopped, looking for it again. That gets stopped again. Third time, I mean, fucking Talise in this, keeps on going for it. He's got it that time. Fourth time's a charm, sweeping him down. And trying to pound away now. Oh, the Bulls are coming. Devilish trying to pass. He's got it. He's got side control. A few right hands. Looking for mount now. Scramble. Ends up on the bottom. And Talise is in side control. So probably going to be back to the mount we go. And it's another scramble. And Jardine's up first. Quickly grabs him up against the ropes. Look at the dirty box. But Talise wrestles free and gets out of there. Can't hit the sub left jab. But hits a high impact right roundhouse kick to the ribs. Oh, that was awesome. Misses all the kicks. All the strikes rather. With a combo then with an attempted head kick. And it was too aggressive to get this last kick gets caught. Doesn't get taken down though, but is probably about to get swept. Yep. He's got no problem getting side control. Trying to get the mount. Can't get him though. A few right hands to the body. A couple of heavy shots now. Look at the Rock Jardine here. Gives up his back now. A couple of big right hands covering up well. Survives to end the round. That's a hell of a round though. Jardine very much the favorite standing up, but at least when he's able to get him down like that, it's he is in Talise's world. Jardine looking to step in and strike, at least wanting to grapple some more. But Jardine was aggressive, took the initiative. Connects with the jab, but misses the big right. As he kicks the sub strikes and hits a low kick to the front leg. A hard low kick, too. Jardine's starting to slow down. At least still wanting to grapple with him. Can't connect with the jab, but hits the body kick. Without taking too much damage, Talise is able to get him with a trip takedown now after clenching up with him. Shines for the slicing elbow, misses. Now trying to get his leg free at a half guard and get better position. They end up scrambling. Jardine mistakenly again, as far as much like Ronald Sabral, gives up his back. And now he's got the body triangle. That's all she wrote. Oh no, surviving. Trying to, looks to flatten him out now. Yep, that's it. Talise getting the win. That was a hell of a fight though, as 15-4, 15-6 for the Dean of Mean, Keith Jardine. I mean, he threw out some heavy shots. Just Talise is a savage though. I'll give him that. That was a tough fight. He praises his team. Thanks everyone connected to Budokan Lucha Libre and its sponsors are supporting it financially. Praises Jardine for the tough fight too. As the Superman, Dennis Allman taking on Diago Pitbull Alvez. I mean, Diago Alvez is a savage. And I think this is a hell of a fight, though, for both guys. You know, this is a proving point for Dennis Allman that he belongs here. He's not going away. And for Diago Alvez to beat a guy like Dennis Allman, I mean, him beating Luis Santos, we might do that rematch. For sure. Could do that for sure if he beats Dennis Allman tonight. Young Washington's Dennis Allman, Coconut Creek, Florida for Diago Alvez, 5'9". Both guys weighed in 183. Tekkenugumu's referee, as even though they weighed in the same 183, Diago Alvez probably fighting at 190, 195. By moving to engage, Allman misses the right hook. Here comes a clean right hand off the counter. As they stand and trade, nothing really happens. Alvez trying to push the pace. Counter jab from Allman doesn't connect. Feints one side, causing Allman to react and leave himself off balance. There's a jab, and then catches Allman with a right roundhouse kick to the body. This is the left hands in exchange. Another feint, causing Allman to budge and leave himself open for a shot. Here's a jab and another leg kick. And as they stand and trade, nothing really happens. He's missing with the right hook and gets kind of the quick leg kick to the lead leg. Tries a jab and misses. Doesn't trouble his opponent with a combination then with a body kick to Alvez. Now looking for the strike. Allman again with a jab and a counter jab. Attacking with intent as Alvez scores with a flurry of 3 punches and then hits a nice straight right hand. Tries the jab and misses. Fails on the combination then with a body kick. They stand toe to toe, but neither fighter can land anything. Alvez still pressuring him, putting him into the pocket. Throws a flurry of 3 punches, then a low kick to the legs, but doesn't connect with any of the strikes. So this is really playing into Dennis Allman's favorite, I think, with him missing all these strikes. Dodges the right hand and counterattacks with a pair of left jabs, and then followed by a roundhouse kick to the body that's too short. Throws a 2-punch combination, but Alvez maintains a great guard and is safe, and is off target with a head kick now, moving forward constantly as Alvez pressuring him. Counter jab manages it, but doesn't land a lot of it. Just, counter jab, just poked us out there. 2-punch combination from Allman, gets avoided by Allman does, as they stand and trade blows. Neither fighter can land anything damaging. They engage. Missing the right hook. Here comes the counter, which is a left jab and a leg kick that misses. Alvez again getting into the pocket. 2-punch combination. Allman avoids it again. I mean, this is Allman's fight to win for sure. There's another counter jab. He keeps on missing with these strikes. It's Diago Alvez. Slipping past the right head kick and counters with a jab and a head kick of his own. As Allman, again, using great movement to avoid a couple of punches and a big head kick attempt. Looking for the leg kick, but misses. Sets up the head kick attempt, but doesn't get any joy as Allman swiftly moving out of the way. So Alvez showing great footwork now, dodging out of a couple punches of the head kick attempt. Misses the left hand in exchange. Throws some strikes in the right head kick, but Allman avoids them. Alvez comes forward on the 2 fighters engaged. Fires up a counter jab. There's a quick flurry. Alvez lands 1 of the 3 punches, but can't connect with the head kick. So Allman pushes aside the weak right head kick attempt and comes back with a jab and left kick to the rib cage, as that's the end of the first round. Tough round to gauge, because really a lot was going on. Diago Alvez was pushing the pace, and he did land, probably the heaviest shot, but I just don't think it's enough, as far as for... I think this is playing into Dennis Allman's strength, and I think he's going to take this second round. We'll see. They come together and strike. Dodges the spin kick. Attacks the jab as right across the misses. They come together and strike again. Off target with a pair of jabs as it connects to the right hand of the body. Off target with the right hook. And they engage. Missing the right hook and leaves himself open for a counter. Here comes a quick left jab and a right roundhouse kick that misses. The 2 combatants meet in the center and they start to strike. Slipping past the right hook. It's Alvez and attacks the jab and a head kick attempt doesn't connect. They meet in the center. Scores with the jab and can't connect with the right cross. There's a left jab and a right hook from Alvez. As using the left jab, doesn't connect on the low kick, though. Alvez is off target with the left jab and scores the left kick to the body. Alvez still feeling the fatigue, but he's not really blown up, though. He's just feeling it for the first time. He's starting to lower his hands a little bit. Missing the high kick, here comes Allman with a quick right hook. As they can pass the right hook is Alvez with a nice right hook of his own. As Allman misses the right cross, here comes the counter with a stinging right high kick, and he is on rubbery legs now. Looking to finish him off with the spinning back fist, but misses. That would have been great. Doesn't connect with the left jab, rather, but hits the kick to the leg. There's a jab and a kick to the leg now from Allman, and Alvez now looking very, very tired. Alvez gets pulled into a clinch now, looking for a trip. That gets stopped, as Allman instead wrestling his way into controlling the grapple. Trying to wrestle him backwards up against the ropes. Can't move him, though. Being out-wrestled. I can't believe Alvez is really out-wrestling him, to be honest. This is crazy. Allman now trying to get him up against the ropes. He does so. Knee strike to the stomach. Knee strike to the thigh now. Interesting round, because definitely Allman got rocked with the head kick. But was it enough? This is such a tough fight to call, really. Because my gut's saying Diago Alvez, but, Dennis Allman's really doing a good job. So there's a left cross. There's a jab, but can't hit the right cross. And now there's a small gash underneath the eye of Alvez. Alvez misses the right hook, and he gets kind of the good, quick left jab and a good right hook. Allman's starting to breathe a little heavier now. Alvez misses the right cross. Here comes the counter. Allman comes in with a left jab and a right cross. And he's got the takedown, too. Dennis Allman did such a great job, I think. And looking for a leg lock now. That would have been... who needs the judges when you could just finish the fight right there? Look at the pass now. Can't get free, though. Trying to pass again. Alvez keeps him there. That's the end of the fight. Interesting third round. I think that was the most decisive round for sure. It's going to be a tough one. Someone's going to get screwed. Alvez by their decision. That's a tough one to really judge because he really rocked him in the second. Allman had him in the third. The first one, it's just what it comes down to. And you could give a slight edge to Alvez for sure. Right decision. That's a tough fight to judge, really. But Diago Alvez, he didn't finish him, but he gets a huge win. And, Luis Santos, it's got to happen, right? It's Diago Alvez, Luis Santos, giving the name check there at Jimmy Ty, as all of his very sponsors, all of his friends, famous supporters, showing respect, praises Allman for his skill and toughness. Our co-main event, Tara La Rosa taking on Kelly Machine Gun Cabald Schmitz. Minneapolis, Minnesota, Woodstown, New Jersey, 15-3, 10-3, 5'6", 145, 5'4", 145, two of the best women MMA fighters in the world. Jiu-Jitsu, Judo background, CSW, Enzo Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, both are in the minuses. This is going to be a lot of fun. Big John's our referee. Opening bell. 1-2 from Cabal Schmitz, fails to land. La Rosa gets a hold of her. Looking for the trip, doesn't get it though. As he's trying to wrestle La Rosa backwards against the ropes, she does so. Cabal Schmitz now gets the takedown. Throws a few weak-looking punches, decides her next move, trying to sweep Cabal Schmitz, but she can't. Pounds away some elbows now, but La Rosa easily using her forearms to absorb them. Gets pushed back now, is left standing above Tara La Rosa, as now she's trying to get in. Too quick, though, and here comes the scramble. Cabal Schmitz being on our back pulling half guard, so losing out in the scramble is Cabal Schmitz. La Rosa throws a few right hands, blocks Cabal Schmitz, tries to transition the guard, trying to get past half guard. Man, these two women are just tick for tat here. Trying to get some separation, that's not happening. Halfway point in the first. And then they scramble again. La Rosa was too quick, though, and prevents it. They stand him up. Thank God. Big Job McCarthy stands him up. Trying to get in close, but Cabal Schmitz was a little bit too aggressive now. Confidently comes in closer. Looking for the left jab, but their big right hand misses. Two quick punches now. La Rosa takes the chance, shoots in on her, gets a hold of her. Now hopping on one leg. Not going down, though, was Cabal Schmitz. So La Rosa trying to keep her there, but as she does so, she's just wearing down on Cabal Schmitz. It's short punches now for the next 60 seconds. As now La Rosa looking for the takedown. She's got it. Successful takedown. Oh, she's got her back. Looking for the rear naked choke. That's not happening. She's going to have to get her hooks in. She's going to have to finish her. Good round for Tara La Rosa there. Cabal Schmitz looked like she was going to win the round to start it off, but she had a great comeback. I think she stole the round for sure. We'll see what happens in the second. Yeah, not a whole lot happening, though, I will say. Second round, we'll see. They come together in a clinch. Cabal Schmitz gets the better of it, blocks her. Knee strike there. Does La Rosa can't move her. La Rosa looking for the takedown. Cabal Schmitz just like a rock. Maintain a solid base. Cabal Schmitz, now the aggressor in the clinch. Got her against the ropes, looking for the trip. Great outside leg trip. Takes her back, too. Looking for the rear naked choke again. She's going to need the hooks in. She's going to want to get it. She didn't finish it, but she definitely won that round, because after she got the takedown, that's all she wrote. So yeah, that happens in the third. Another snoozer, though. Third round, final round. Both fighters seem to have the same idea. Dominant position to clinches. Cabal Schmitz got her in against the ropes, looking for a sweep. Another excellent inside leg sweep. Look at the pass. Doesn't happen. Trying to sweep. Wow, gets swept out of guard. Now scrambles back to her feet, facing La Rosa. What a great sweep there. from Tara La Rosa. Now La Rosa looking for the single leg. She's got it. Wow. Few relatively weak looking right hands. Last to lean back to avoid a couple of wild swings now. Trying to catch her with a punched off target though. Looking to pass now. Scramble again. As, I mean, that's the third time tonight that someone's went for a scramble and it's given up her back. Got both hooks in too. I cannot believe this. Gonna be a rear naked choke finish in the third. Unreal. Tara La Rosa wins it with a rear naked choke with a minute left in the round. Unreal, because I think she would have won by decision regardless, because I think she had the first round and I think she was winning that third round. But man, what a finish. A third time tonight that someone has lost out in a scramble, given up their back, got the hooks in immediately, and that was it. Crazy. Giving thanks to Tara La Rosa, praises her team at CSW for your response and all the fans came out to support her. Tara La Rosa says a tough fight gives a share of respect to Celtic Ball Schmitz. Is the natural John Alessio taking on Damian Maia in our main event. 21-10, 11-1. The new welterweight champion of the world looking to beat the former welterweight champion of the world, John Alessio, who is a minus 320 favorite. I'm not counting on Damian Maia, though. He's a savage. Damian Maia, Jiu-Jitsu, Greg Jackson's mixed martial arts, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu kickboxing background of John Alessio, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu judo background from Damian Maia. The private welterweight title on the line. Big John McCarthy's referee, ringside judges. Here we go. Jab is wide from Alessio, then catches him with the right hook. Maia's able to get a hold of him without taking too much damage. He's got him against the ropes now. Showing good control here. Keeps him stuck against the ropes. Grueling close-up battle for short strikes now. Looking for a judo throw. Can't keep him down. May have been stopped the takedown, but he's having less luck getting away from the ropes. Looking for it again. That's not happening. I don't think he's going to get it. I really don't think. There's a hard stomp, though, from Alessio. Goes to the ribs, then the head with short punches. Maia's trapped against the ropes. Takes a sharp stomp. Trying to keep him there, but Damian Maia wrestles free and circles back to the center. Combo ends with a roundhouse to the body. Roundhouse kick to the body. Fails to land from Alessio. And he gets that last kick. Gets caught too. And there's the takedown. Oh, but look at Alessio looking for the guillotine off the takedown. He pulls free, though, as Alessio didn't have it fully sunk in. Been crazy. As he's looking to pass, it's just a ploy. Here comes the scramble. Scramble sees Maia up first, and he is quick to wrestle Alessio up against the ropes, smothering him now. Trying to maintain control, but Alessio is way out of trouble now. Trying to, now he's got him up backwards against the ropes. He's now looking for go down low and grab both legs. As Maia fights it best he can, but ultimately ends up on his hands and knees as Alessio's on top of him. This is a bad spot to be in, though. I mean, you can get a knee to a face or a Darce choke. But there's a scramble. Losing his grip. Does Alessio. Here comes the scramble. As Alessio quickly sees his opportunity to move in and secure one of his opponent's legs. And he doesn't. He ends up by a tactical error there from John Alessio. 2 minutes left in the round. We'll see what happens with Damian Maia. Alessio trying to hit Maia with the top of the head with an elbow, but he's getting smothered. Punching down is Maia now has to lean back to avoid a couple of wild swings. Still very aware of the submission threat is Damian Maia, even though he's on top. That's a pretty interesting round. Kind of went back and forth. Maia landed the more strikes. As far as who had the control most, probably Maia. It's a tough one. Definitely to gauge. As Alessio with the left jab misses the low kick. Maia again looking for a judo throw. He's got it. Damian Maia now throws a few right hands, left hands rather, to the body. Looking to try to work some type of positional change, but Damian Maia shuts that down. Perfect round for Damian Maia. He keeps him down here, but yeah, he blocks that, and now finally they stand him up with 2 minutes. Should have stood him up a while ago. Alessio fails to find him his jab, hits Maia with a straight right. Maia's able to grab him again. Is he going to get another takedown? Wow. Damian Maia is going to just walk out of here with an easy win, it looks like. Because Alessio, I mean, at this rate, he's going to have to finish him. Yeah, I mean, just keeps on throwing him like he's 100 pounds. Crazy. Great round from Damian Maia. See what happens in the third. Let's come together and clinch. Damian Maia again with a judo throw. Oh, that could stop, though. Looking to get him up against the ropes. Can't do it either. So Alessio still trying to do so. He ends up being out-wrestled. Now looking for the judo throw, and he's got him. That's all she wrote for John Alessio there. Now let's see, he pulls off a miracle. But Damian Maia, he knows better. 50 seconds left, double underhooks. Yeah, nothing's happening. Big John's going to stand him up with 20 seconds A little too late for that, Big John. Your winner by unanimous decision will be Damian Maia, making that 12-1. Easy money. Easy money with Damian Maia. I don't know who's going to beat him, to be honest, because I thought Luis Santos was a good opponent for both guys, because I felt like Maia had the advantage grappling, and I felt like Luis Santos had the advantage standing. John Alessio just didn't really have a lot going on there. I don't know why he was a minus 320 favorite to Damian Maia. Damian Maia's on a whole nother planet. I mean, the Matt Hughes, John Fitch, and Luis Santos, guys that should wear people down, and he every time is able to get the upper hand in it, and beating John Alessio there. He's gonna be a tough guy to beat for sure. Giving thanks to Damian Maia and praises his team at Damian Maia Jiu-Jitsu is very responsible to all fans that around support him. As Damian Maia has the Pride welterweight belt around his waist, celebrates having defended the title successfully there. It's a 63 for the critical rating, not bad there. As the Jardine Elise fight was a lot of fun. Poor Tony Ferguson getting fucking destroyed. He shouldn't have fought a top 15 guy right out of the gate, especially someone like Mitsuhiro Ishida, who was desperate for a win and was just going to lay and pray the whole time. Unfortunate, but man, the prelims were a lot of fun. The Brock Carwin fight was pretty fun. But, you know, the Talise Jardine fight, what a fight. As we lost Pop in 0.9% in Japan, but other than that, it was a pretty good show. You know, the reign of Damian Maia, I mean, he's going to be a problem for sure. He's such a savage in there. We're going to give the performance bonuses to Damian Maia and Diago Alvez. And trying to think who else. That's probably it. Caitlin Young. Thought she did a really good job. Good stuff. Made $5 million, goddamn. As what a show. So thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.